And I love because I've completely adapted it now, like the European style of, baby, I'm dressed from head to ankle, and then I got on a cute little skippy.
Yeah, I'm just starting to lean into that.
Yes.
I'm like, I guess I should get some sambas. Like,
yes.
That's what the girlies are doing.
Absolutely.
But it is a necessity to just get that cute little flat, comfy sneaker.
To your point, all the streets are a good 1,000 years old.
I see everybody in sambas, and I'm like, oh,
it's the look.
It's a cute little look. Like, you could wear it with a skirt, you could wear it with jeans, you could wear it with your shorts, you could wear it on excursions, you could wear it on your day where it's like, okay, we're going on a half-day tour. We might go to the museum, go get lunch, blah, blah, blah.
Precisely.
But like, we're going to be moving around a lot. So definitely a cute little comfy sneaker.
Granted, I have a cute little pair. They're not quite samba, but they a Marshall's knockoff. They're very, very cute.
Yep. So, and yours look more comfortable.
Those are the ones I just had on, and I had throughout the week. And
they look way more comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
I'm not going to lie, the sambas mess my foot up. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all, hey. Welcome to another episode of Travel
Fly Sexy.
I'm your co-host, Natasha Terrell, owner of Travel Goddess International.
And I'm your co-host, Sincerely Jasmine, founder of Boss Babe Sub Brunch.
Period. Okay, guys, today we're schooling you, whether you want to hear it or not.
You need to hear it.
You need to hear it, mostly because, low-key, we've both been victims of doing these things.
Yes.
So now we're telling you the 7 mistakes to avoid when traveling abroad.
Yes.
Specifically abroad, because these things you probably could get away with in the U.S.
Oh, yeah. It's
once you cross the pond,
certain stuff. And it's not even like, and we've talked about like restriction types of rules.
Yes.
It's not even like legally. These are things that like you want to do to have the best trip.
Exactly. Because if you don't,
for your own good. Yeah, these are for your own good. It's not like you're going to jail or nothing.
No.
This will make traveling abroad
easier
and a successful trip.
Especially in Europe. So stick around if you have any European travel scheduled this year, or if you just wish to have some European trips on your itinerary in 2025 and beyond. You need to know these things.
Yes.
But before we jump into all of that, a little bit of gotta smell from our inbox to yours, Jasmine. What is going on in the world of travel?
This one's crazy. So y'all probably saw it by now because it's funny because Tosh didn't see it.
I didn't until today.
So maybe y'all didn't. But there was a young lady on a Southwest plane, and she got completely naked. Not only did she get completely naked, she made her way throughout the full cabin, just throughout the whole plane. So people were obviously recording because like
what is
crazy.
happening?
Yeah,
yes.
Like can you imagine being on a plane and somebody just get full
booty butt naked,
like not underwear, nothing,
just out there.
So apparently she was on some types of drugs, which I mean it did kind of look evident, but like also it just was a lot to process.
First of all, there's a couple of first of alls, actually. My first of all is, had we not seen the little Southwest logo on the aircraft, y'all would have tried to say it was Spirit.
Oh, for sure.
And I would just like to point out,
it is Southwest.
It's Southwest. It's all the drama does not occur on Spirit Airlines.
Y'all know I think Southwest is chaotic anyway.
I agree. And I have
very
never
on brand.
Them,
this is very on brand.
But I just never wanted to rumble for my seat. Like I just never wanted to do that. So Southwest and me, we didn't have a relationship. That's number one. Number two, y'all got to chill with the drugs because somebody out somewhere is lacing them.
Yeah.
Because this lady was way too high to be on any type of regular drug.
She probably thought she was like taking a Xanax to relax on a plane or like some type of drug that, you know, like people usually take, like whether prescription drugs or just like, you know, things to make you feel, whether you go to sleep or, you know, calm your nervous system.
But this one had to have something else in it.
Yeah. I'm like, did she mean to be that high?
My girl was in the aisle.
I truly feel like she wanted to take a Xanax and chill, and it did not go well. She did the complete opposite.
Do we know what occurred after? Like, was the plane grounded?
Yeah, so they had to return back. So they were, I think, like maybe 20 minutes out This was
Dang.
this was in the air. So this was
But
like they
still,
had
like,
hit.
she didn't even really go nowhere
No,
yet.
they didn't get far, but they did hit like full altitude.
Okay, yeah.
So they, hit the skies for sure. So they were up in the sky, and they had to return back to the airport, land, deplane, and remove her, and then
that is if you have not watched the video, it's linked in the show notes. You can go and do so. My mind is so blown. I just don't even know.
At that point, I'm just like,
exactly. As an
give me some of the drugs,
right? Because as a passenger,
you're driving me
crazy.
Like, this is driving me nuts.
I would like to not be physically or mentally present either at this point.
I want to participate.
Because, girl, what?
Yeah, that's crazy.
I just don't get it. I don't know. You made it
inconvenient.
I was gonna say, you made an excellent point about, just people who may be anxious flyers or maybe really want to go to sleep and so forth, and they do try to medicate that in advance. But yikes.
Yeah.
This is a lot.
I would love to hear her story.
That's what I was saying. I was wondering if she's spoken out and anything.
I might have to look into that. I would love to hear
what happened,
said,
girl.
Yeah, and it's just and I also am curious if she's arrested.
Right.
Because yeah.
Yeah. Because if public nudity is still like a crime.
Yeah, especially just in air, everything's a crime. You can't even touch the flight attendant.
That's facts.
So that's I know you having your titties out is going
crazy.
You're going to jail.
And there's
kids
on the plane.
It's so many charges. So many charges. And of course it was on Southwest.
Right.
Which we probably won't be on. So
I have no reason.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Although I do see them now showing up more in searches, and they're definitely trying to do some things.
They're now on a lot of not new. They're newly on a lot of travel suppliers websites now, where you used to have to go straight through Southwest to book. But they also changed a lot of their policies. So I think that's why they're becoming a little bit more accessible, because it's just changed. They're no longer doing the 2 free bags,
which people was in an uproar.
Yeah, they was eating Southwest up, and people who love Southwest was literally texting me and posting.
Mostly people either love Southwest or they don't fly
it at all. Yeah. Exactly, and a lot of people were saying the reason we love Southwest is because of this. So now people are like, it's giving Spirit, it's giving Frontier, and I'm like, it's honestly giving worse, because now you got to stand in line and you don't get to bring your bags. This is chaotic.
Too much. Yeah.
But I don't know, because I know they already had conversations about changing the seating policy. So I feel like all of these things are just going hand in hand. But I do know that if you are a Southwest card holder, you still get a bag or two.
You get a bag. You get one bag, and if you have
premium status, you
higher
get
status
2. Yeah. So
some people survived the bag drama, but most people did not.
Yeah, they was eating
or will not. And this is supposed to go to effect mid-May. So you do have some time still to take advantage of the perks of flying Southwest. But to be honest, unless they're going to also restructure their price point in terms of their flight price, then
I feel like they have to.
Yeah, but I will also say this. We told y'all last year that the airlines was fitting to go a la carte. And that's why we also tell y'all stop hating on Spirit and Frontier.
Yes, because everybody's doing
their policy.
And it just makes
to Spirit
sense.
and Frontier.
It makes sense because everyone's a different traveler. Everyone's for a person like me, if I'm flying Southwest, 2 free check bags it doesn't matter. Me none.
Yeah.
At all. You know, so it's just that perk isn't applicable for everyone, versus maybe a free carry-on. I mean, if y'all want to consider that.
Right.
But just in general, I think that they're realizing that everyone's different travelers, and you can make more money by charging these a la carte experiences and allowing people to create their own travel experience.
100%.
If you want a bigger seat, you want first class,
100%.
you want overhead, you want to get on sooner than later, you just have that control of your travel experience.
100%. But yeah, I mean, at this juncture, everybody is the same.
Everybody's Spirit. Hello?
Except for Delta. Delta still was that girl. Supreme.
Yeah.
Reign supreme.
Delta and American, when it comes to just the bags and just the...
Still being able to have a I guess
normal,
but like normal or standard.
Yeah, standard travel experience.
Travel experience that we, are mostly used to.
Absolutely. Yeah. Those are the only two. US based.
And they be doing real good too, because I low-key had 2 carry-ons on my recent trip. Because I had my regular carry-on suitcase, but then I had like the little duffel. Granted, the duffel is
your black purse
and my crossbody, but I already know American gate agents, they hate to see you coming with a crossbody and 2 pieces.
Yeah.
So bad. So I had a coat. So I just put the crossbody behind me.
Under you, yeah.
I dropped the strap to my shoulder so you couldn't see it here, and all was well. But like, don't have no purse.
Yeah.
And
that's how I was about to say, girl, you got on with that 𝗓𝒂𝒄 and a duffel and a suitcase?
No. Just a crossbody bag, but a duffel and a suitcase. But again, you ain't getting away with that nowhere else other than American and Delta.
And it honestly depends on who.
It honestly depends on who's working that day. Yes. Be nice, people, because a smile and a little kiki went a long way.
For sure.
Because I was like, she was checking everybody before me.
I'm going to put it under the seat.
Right. She was like, you got to zip up your extender, all that stuff. Yeah. And I was just like, I walked up, hey, girl, how's your day going? Yep, scan your boarding pass. Like, don't even look around here, because I already know I'm doing a lot.
Just to put the bag on the right side. On this side.
See, you seen the bag before you see me coming. It's too big. Y'all know my carry-on is so ridiculous.
Yeah. I'll be trying to finesse. I'm like, put it behind me on this side. Turn my body to like a 90-degree angle when I'm scanning the board pass. Eye contact.
Eye contact is the goal.
You look at me. Don't look down.
Exactly. But yeah, so shout out to American.
And it's been times where I've gotten past and they pulled me back. I'm like,
damn, so close.
You caught it at the back. You saw the back view.
I'm done. But yeah, I mean, all of that to say, if you're flying Southwest this year, there's a lot of changes.
Yeah, pay attention.
Coming
Don't
up.
think you checking them bags for free.
Yeah, and the seats too. You gotta apparently choose your seats. Lots of changes.
Lots of changes.
Nevertheless, if you're flying across the pond via American or Delta, and I don't think Southwest go too far across the pond.
Yeah, I'm honestly not even sure. I wouldn't
think they do. Nevertheless, these 7 mistakes you need to avoid. And I'm guilty of a few of them. So I can tell you that you need to avoid them today.
Exactly.
First up on the list is what I just described.
Guilty.
Yes. Flying in international or with international airlines with that oversized carry-on.
Yep.
So many reasons why it's bad.
So many reasons.
And I know we preach team carry-on all the time, but I also know I'm always trying it in this particular instance.
Yeah.
Because the cabins are smaller.
The cabins are smaller.
That means the overhead bins are smaller. And that means your luggage is likely not to fit if you got the big carry-on like I do with the extender
open. Little extra. Yep, that little extra centimeter really makes or breaks a lot of things.
Yep. So now they got to charge you.
Yeah, and I was just about to say also, just like you said, with those international flights, because of that, it's more eyes. It's one of those things where you can sneak on a domestic flight or a shorter flight where you're like, okay, but it's like, no, these planes are very weight sensitive. They're very specific. So it's like you can't do too much.
Yeah.
Another reason I would say with the oversized carry-on is just commuting. Getting to your hotel, whether you're Ubering or catching a train, like public transportation in Europe is obviously like super accessible. So if you're utilizing the train systems or things like that, you now have to get from the airport to, let's say you're going to a different place. Like for instance, if you're in Italy, you might be bouncing around. When I went to Italy, we flew into Milan, but then went straight from Milan to Florence. So having a suitcase, you want to get the looks. You're in Europe. But having a big suitcase is like, I'm just a girl.
Yeah.
Like, now my arm hurt because I'm lugging this around.
Yes.
And that honestly was just me in Amsterdam. I'm not gonna lie. I overpacked. It was cold, so I'm like, I need boots,
so cute.
I need sweaters, I need an extra coat because I'm trying to give looks. And I'm like, now I'm like lugging this suitcase around, and then the airport had carpet in it. BWI, please. So just even that, just getting to your destination, it's like, this suitcase is heavy. Like, we understand the looks, but be mindful.
And that's part of the reason why people check their bags.
And that's why I was like, honestly,
I thought about it.
I was like, when I'm flying out of BWI, I gotta check my bag because these carpets,
the carpet is nuts.
Throughout. Like, at no point does it break. This is making me mad. And my bag is really heavy. Like, it just so happened to be that I overpacked. Like, and I'm like, this is so inconvenient.
Yeah, that's a thing though. But you nailed it with having to actually lug the suitcase. And I can only imagine, those are carry-ons, but like, you also have to lug your suitcase with your check bag too, babe.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Still gotta get it there.
In Turkey and staying in the Cave Hotel. The Cave hotels in Turkey, or in Cappadocia specifically, are similar to like you wanting to stay in the Cave hotels in Santorini. Beautiful, but steps. Stairs, steps galore.
Yeah.
You got to bring the suitcase up steps. And down the steps.
Yeah, that's how it was in Morocco. It's like, you're not going to always have elevators at your property and things
like
that.
There's no elevator. It's built into a cave.
That's actually a good transition for number 2.
Yes.
When exploring a lot of these destinations, you have to deal with stairs or just like areas of just like not smoothness. Like in Paris, it's like cobble everywhere. Like, you know, like in certain places, just like hills everywhere. Like a lot of that. So again, we would know we want to give the looks, but the hills are a no-go.
Girl.
And I know it, and I still just be like, I want to look cute.
I just did it again. Like, I mean, I had one in there.
Little boot.
No, I had like a shoe.
Oh, yeah.
So I only brought out the shoe in Istanbul because I was like, okay, we can make this work here.
Yeah. And you was like doing more like formal things.
Yeah, but I had a look that was gonna have a shoe in Cappadocia, but obviously as I was there, I was like, ain't no way.
That's the thing too. You'll pack the heels, and it kind of goes with the first one. It's like, now you're overpacking because you want to give the looks, but sometimes it's really just not realistic. So bringing extra heels or bringing extra stuff, it's like, honestly, just get my feet up. Like, you know, like, it's like, I'm going to wear a cute little sneaker or a cute little flat boot because it just makes sense for everything and not just the outfit, but the travel in itself. Because you going to be walking, it's going to be cobblestone, it's going to be just a lot.
And I love because I've completely adapted it now, like the European style of, baby, I'm dressed from head to ankle, and then I got on a cute little skippy.
Yeah, I'm just starting to lean into that.
Yes.
I'm like, I guess I should get some sambas. Like, that's what the girlies are doing.
Absolutely.
But it is a necessity to just get that cute little flat, comfy sneaker.
To your point, all the streets are a good 1,000 years old.
I see everybody in sambas, and I'm like, oh,
it's the look.
It's a cute little look. Like, you could wear it with a skirt, you could wear it with jeans, you could wear it with your shorts, you could wear it on excursions, you could wear it on your day where it's like, okay, we're going on a half-day tour. We might go to the museum, go get lunch, blah, blah, blah. But like, we're going to be moving around a lot. So definitely a cute little comfy sneaker.
And granted, I have a cute little pair. They're not quite samba, but they a Marshall's knockoff. And they're very, very cute.
Yep. So and yours look more comfortable.
Those are the ones I just had on, and I had on throughout the week. And
they look way more comfortable.
They're so comfortable.
I'm not going to lie, the sambas mess my foot up. It's your girls of Travel Fly Sexy.
Before we jump into today's episode, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to us on YouTube and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
And make sure that you're following us on Instagram and TikTok at Travel Fly Sexy.
And of course, if you have a product or service that you'd like to see featured on an upcoming episode of Travel Fly Sexy, shoot us an email at info@travelflysexy.com.
Now let's get back into the episode. But you gotta wear socks. Like, I'm really not a sneaker girl. I wore them shoes with no socks on the excursion day. Child, my foot was bleeding.
Oh no!
Defeated the whole purpose of me trying to. That was my first time like leaning into like, oh, the sneaker travel. Like,
Yeah, you gotta wear
was
socks.
walking all day and was like, why y'all lie to me? So wear socks. Wear socks.
Definitely. And you can wear like the cozy socks.
Yeah. I tried it, but because I had on a skirt or something, I was trying to like give more of a look, so I didn't want to wear a sock. But
I got you.
You know, cute little ankle sock. Wear a sock. Don't be like me.
Yeah.
Learn from my mistakes.
Yeah, because that's tough.
Back
but the
to my
moral of the
foot
story is please be mindful of the heels. And I know some of the girlies are going to listen and be like, no, baby, I need my heel. And that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to be walking on your tippy toes.
I'm never arguing about heels anyway.
You're going to walk on your tippy toes, or you might actually just fall. Because there's so many inclines. Many inclines.
It really is the texture of like, you know, it's cobblestone or just like, you know, like I can't even describe it, but it's not just like our typical American sidewalks.
No. like you said, you could get away with a boot. Like I did the boot that had a heel.
Nice little chunky
but
heel.
The actual shoe.
Even that be trying it. Like I did a chunky heel in Paris and I'm like, I feel like I'm about to fall walking down certain blocks. Like I'm like literally stepping like this.
Yes.
It's raining. It's cobblestone.
It's slippery.
A lot.
The rain and the slippery girl. Yeah. Don't do it. Just save yourself. All right. Next up on the list, packing hard shell luggage on a safari, which I thought was interesting because I actually have never done an African safari.
Me either.
But they said because of the transport via the helicopter or the small planes, the hard shell luggage just doesn't make it simple.
Yeah, so because it slides.
Right. So they're like, you know,
it's not easy to store.
Small duffels, or softer luggage.
That makes sense. Even
like the cloth luggage.
Even when you're in the like safari ride, it would like commuting to, you know, wherever you're staying, the hard shell probably fall right off as you're like, you know, like on those things. So that kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So, I mean, a lot of people, when they travel to Africa, they do kind of like a multi-thing or multi-city experience, or, you know, you stay somewhere and then you go to the safari for a couple of days and then you stay in the city again. So it's recommended that on the safari portion of your experience, you have like a second piece of luggage that you can transfer the items that you will need during the safari into just that. Because the hardtail luggage apparently just
don't work. Yeah, that makes sense. That do make sense. Just sliding around now. We gotta stop. It's lions out here. Your bag then fell off the thing. Like, girl, you just can't get it. We gonna keep going.
If it's a choice between my life and your luggage,
yeah, we gonna keep going. So you should have had a soft texture when that one slid. Who fault is that?
Who fault is that, baby girl? You better listen to this podcast, act like you know.
That's interesting, though. That's not one you would think about.
I know. That one was interesting. So I was like, let me put this on here because I didn't even know that. And I would have definitely been the person to show up with a hard shell piece of luggage.
Yeah, because you're thinking like protection from the weather and blah, blah, you know? Yeah, interesting.
Very.
Next we have, which I am always a victim of. I be so cold. Thinking you won't need a jacket in warm climates or like certain destinations. Yeah. You always need a light jacket.
You always need a light jacket.
I hate that because I'm already trying to be mindful. I'm
of
trying
the
to
luggage situation.
I'm trying to get the looks off. Y'all stressing me out. Jackets are not my swag. I don't want that to be a part of my outfit. Like, I'm just not a jackets girl. So,
the stress.
It is very stressful. But
and I am a jacket girl, so like I think about it and I curated, you know, looks around the jacket. I actually just realized I didn't take any like pictures when I had my coat on. But the coat was a part of the aesthetic when I was recently in Turkey. But yeah, bring the coat. Because like Turkey was a prime example where during the day, it was like 50 to 60. At night and in the morning, oh my gosh.
And that's a lot of destinations. Like you can, when you get your day started, it'll be gloomy, wet, cold, chilly. And then midday comes and sun shining. It's warm. It's beautiful. That's how it was in Amsterdam too. Exactly. It was like so wet and gloomy. I'm like, obviously it's the winter in Amsterdam. Makes sense.
Yeah.
But we had some beautiful days. Like where it's like, wow, it's actually gorgeous. I don't really want to even have this coat on.
Right. Now I got this dang coat.
I got this coat that I'm like putting over my shoulder. But yeah, that's why I hate coats too. Because I feel like I'm always going to get hot and take it off.
It is a lot. And like you said too, also when you're being mindful of your luggage, it's like, wear the coat, but then I'm like, but if I need a coat, I want another coat. I don't want to stuck
because then you wear your coat that you travel with, and then you're like, this can't wear this the whole time.
Yeah.
And packing a coat is crazy. I'll tell you.
It's a lot.
I just had to do it. I'm like, this is nuts.
I have had to pack a second coat multiple times. Again, don't know how I do it in the carry-on.
Make it happen.
But it has happened. But yeah, even in Cabo, when I was talking about my last trip to Cabo, and I went in January, which was like
those
winter.
Evenings were cold, I'm sure.
Those evenings were so chilly. I had on long sleeve outfits.
Yeah.
Like
a lot of destinations I just go to assume, and that's something I gotta start checking the weather.
Yo,
like,
you know how many people don't check the weather? Like you're not alone.
I used to be like really adamant about that, but as of lately, I'm just like, I'm getting out of here. Like, you know, like I'm like, I don't even care what the weather's
I'm
like.
going on vibes.
And then I'd be like, why didn't you know that it was gonna be raining?
Right.
Like, why didn't you know it was gonna be cold? So definitely check the weather. But always just take a light coat. Or, light jacket and check the weather. You might need a coat.
You might. You never know. You think it's warm all the year round. Everybody got seasons.
Everybody
like we do.
got.
Next up, in conjunction with your packing essentials, is another mistake, only bringing sandals to Costa Rica. And why this is a mistake is because Costa Rica is like hiking, it's nature, it's rainforest. So just having sandals and you want to book an excursion, they do.
Yeah,
but like if
it's
you
just not
want to
all
book an excursion, it's probably gonna have some type of
dirt,
something.
Grass, like for sure, waterfalls. You're gonna be like when I was in Costa Rica, I'm happy that I packed smart. Because definitely had sneakers, definitely had like jacket. Costa Rica is definitely an active country.
It is.
Like you are going to inevitably do some, unless you're just beachside chilling at the property. But if you're going to do some type of excursion, you're going to do some type of hiking, zip lining to get to the waterfalls. It's a nice little, you know,
you gotta walk a little bit.
A nice
you need
walk.
A good shoe. Sandals is not gonna work for the hikes to the waterfalls.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're in Costa Rica to see the monkeys, to see the rainforest, to see the waterfalls, you gonna be you need some sneakers.
You do. And a lot of the excursions require you to have a closed toe
they
shoe.
won't even let you get on that zip line.
Exactly.
They won't let you get on that zip line.
You need the sneaker. Yeah, so that's a huge mistake people make because they think Costa Rica is, and granted, yes, it is a beautiful destination in terms of that, but a lot of it is outside life.
I never thought about getting turned away from excursion.
Yeah.
I just had that thought like, wait, that's crazy.
Yes.
And now just can't go to the waterfall.
Because it's not like
you ain't bring no
you're not about to be a liability for them.
But one thing for sure, they gonna take you somewhere to buy some sneakers.
Like, they're not gonna lose the money.
They're not gonna lose the money. Or they'll do water shoes.
Water shoes, yes.
That's the go-to. They'll take you it'll be water shoes at the gift shop, which is mad uncomfortable. So please bring sneakers.
Mad ugly. If you thought you was about to serve any kind of look,
water shoes
you
on
ain't
a waterfall.
Water shoes.
Been there, done that. 10 out of 10 do not recommend.
Oh no.
It hurts. You gonna feel them rocks.
Oh no.
Bring your sneakers. They got a nice little sole.
Yeah, but what happened? What do you do when you get in the water though? You know, you wear your sneakers. You're not wearing sneakers in the water.
No, but I'm saying I've had to walk to the waterfall
in the water. Oh yeah, no,
because I didn't have sneakers.
Oh no,
and now it's like I'm literally feeling every step.
Yeah,
but like they'll let you do that in comparison to your sandal. So yeah,
that sounds like it hurts. That's like a lot.
Read the rules on the excursions. I'm telling you, you booked an excursion, you just be like, you look at the time, you make sure you put your hotel, like, please read what they say, and they will tell you so you can be mindful of what to pack. Because now you spend an extra $100 on buying a waterproof phone case, and some walk-in water shoes.
Do we really need the waterproof phone case, guys?
We never need that.
Do we? And some of y'all be so proud. Like,
yeah, I got one, and I'm like, I always like put it in there, you know, because I be getting drunk. So if it's like an all-inclusive thing, I'd be like, God forbid my phone just completely breaks on this vacation.
Oh my gosh!
But I got 2 phones now, so I'll be.
I got 2 phones, one for the because I don't really know.
Well, I know what my 2 phones are for, but I don't know what
his was.
What's this Kevin Gates. I was about to say 2 Chainz. Child. Anyway, next on our list is that pre-vacation beauty maintenance.
Yeah, man.
Obviously, and I think another thing I'll add on here as well. Obviously, we know we got the Olympics before you go. You gotta get your hair done. You gotta get your nails done. You gotta do all this cutesy stuff. Things that we need to avoid before going on vacations, particularly like beach vacations, sun vacations, things that are where you're going to be outside in bathing suits and just in the sun directly. The first would be chemical peels, which I know are super popular now. The girls are taking care of their skin, which we love. But if you're going to get that actual chemical peel, you can't be outside in the sun directly. It's going to completely defeat the purpose of what you just paid for.
And it's going to potentially create blotches on your skin.
Exactly. It's going to extend the process of the time. So definitely not something you want to do before, like right before vacation. Maybe 2-3 weeks before. Yeah, because I know it's usually like a week process to even fully go through. And even then it could be a little longer. So yeah, I would say 2-3 weeks before at minimum. Another thing is wax. So obviously you want to get your wax before you go. Everything looking good. You don't want to do that the week of. Like too soon will.
Like I feel like 72 hours.
72 hours, I think, is fair.
But anything before that, you probably want to avoid the ocean water.
Exactly. And that's why I'm like, it's still in that sensitive point right there. And then it's also, it's going to be exposed. So we're talking sun, we're talking salt water, we're talking chlorine. So you definitely don't want to cause any irritation to your skin. And that is a very sensitive area. But also waxing in general. It doesn't even have to just be your bikini wax. Your face, your eyebrows. If you get your face waxed, you don't want to like expose that directly to sun, chlorine, salt water, all those things, because it can irritate it. And now you got red under your eyebrows.
It was not giving what you were trying to give. So give it some time.
Exactly. So yeah, I would say 72 hours with the waxing, just to allow that skin in that area to heal.
Yes.
But definitely like 2 to 3 weeks with the chemical.
For sure.
Pills, because it's such a process.
Yeah, and like you said, you just don't want the sun to undo or
anything
to further harm. Like the sun is a powerful one too, so be careful.
And that salt water, man.
The salt water, absolutely.
Yeah, that's salt water. The chlorine, all that.
Bacteria. Like you don't want that up in your stuff. No. Last but not least, on the mistakes to avoid when traveling abroad. Hey y'all, it's your girls of 𝗕𝗏𝒂𝒗𝒆𝒍.
And guess what? Our Patreon membership is free until the new year.
That's right. No cost, just vibes.
So unlock exclusive content like behind the scenes of our trips, extended brunch abroads and goddess meals,
plus bonus Q&A sessions, and you'll be the first to know about all the amazing things we have upcoming.
Period. So don't miss out on a chance to get VIP treatment. Click the link in our bio and sign up today.
Let's keep traveling and flying sexy together.
Period.
Abroad. Sleeping through cruises due to motion sickness.
Yes.
And it's something to consider because a lot of times, and I can't say that I am a victim of motion sickness, thank God, but I do know others. And a lot of times you feel like sleeping is your best way to mitigate the feeling.
Yes.
Just if I'm asleep, then I don't feel this. But now you've missed your cruise or now you've missed the experience. So I recommend, like, they have those anti-nausea bracelets now, which you could just put on and go about your business. Granted, maybe not as aesthetically pleasing, but at least you are still able to enjoy the trip.
For sure. And they have some you can like hide. Like they have like ones you can kind of put like behind like your ears, like a patch. And I know they have like pills that you can take for motion sickness. So yeah, definitely invest in. If you are a person who get motion sick, just invest in the full caboodle. Like just get all the stuff. So if the band's not working, you put the patch on. The patch not working, you take you a little into do what you gotta do because you want to have fun.
Yeah, like know yourself
to be sick. If you know the car get you a little going, bring it all.
Know yourself for sure.
Bring it all.
Anything else you can think of?
I think that is it. I
Yeah.
think that's it for traveling abroad.
Yeah.
I think the shoes is just
Yeah, the shoes is top.
yes.
The shoes are top because, again, as women, we want to serve the looks. We didn't come this far. We would like to do it for the gram. It's a thing. But, baby,
Don't ruin your trip. Oh, because them feet be hurting.
your feet hurting or your ankle buck. Now you can't even walk
Can't
the
even
rest of the
go
trip.
to the next thing. Like, can't even do the zip line.
Baby, these is real things.
Yeah.
And don't sit here and be like, well, it wouldn't be me. Don't count yourself out.
Yeah.
You never know. Put your sambas on, pack your shoe in the bag, put it on when you get to the destination, take your quick pick, and put your sneakers back on.
Yes.
Because, girl.
Definitely a fan of a big bag, you know. Bring the sneakers with you.
Yeah, because you can. Like, I've done it. Like, we changing, we doing what we need to do for the content, but we're also doing what we need to do for the safety.
Okay, exactly. And comfort.
And comfort of our lives. Because the last thing you want to do is be so uncomfortable that now you're just like, F it. I'm going back to the hotel. I can't even finish my excursion day. I can't finish exploring Greece or Rome or whatever because I'm just uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like that happens too. Like I'm throwing a towel in. Like, forget it.
Yeah, I tried.
I tried, but these shoes ain't it, and I have nothing else. So please just pack something else. And it's easy to do that because you can wear it on the aircraft. Stuff like that. Yeah. I think we had this consensus on our top tip.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm sorry, fellas, if you're listening, but the hills.
Y'all too, though. I mean, a comfortable shoe. Like, you know, if like you wear Tim's or you wear maybe even, I know, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
But like them chunky boots.
Yeah, or even like certain loafers, certain like, you know, dress shoes might not be the most comfortable, but you like this type of style I'm giving. So I'm gonna bring these, even though at home this isn't usually what I would wear, but this is the style that I'm giving for this trip. And it's like now your feet hurt. Like, you know,
feet definitely hurt.
Yeah,
they definitely wear
shoes. I feel like they know how to handle. Well, that's a stretch, but
because they love like them fresh kicks. They not broken in. I know your feet hurt.
Like, y'all be trying to talk about no creases and all that. Like,
no
what
creases.
Are you doing?
Are you got your foot in there? Super flat
How
footed.
you don't got no creases? What are you doing?
Yeah, so you're right. The guys,
they gotta go through it too.
They got some stuff.
Bring the comfy ones. Might not be the cutest, but bring the comfy ones.
They might be a little dog.
They might not go perfect with the fit. They might not be the best color, but you gonna thank us.
Honestly, they would never. They wouldn't. Like, it sound good, but they like, girl, I'm not bringing no crease sneaks. Try again. Nevertheless, whether you want to bring your fresh kicks or your dogged ones,
I'm dead.
Whatever your preference on your next trip, you know we got you.
Yes.
Or if you didn't know, but now you know today, Jasmine and I are both a part of Travel Goddess International, which is a full-service travel agency that can assist with bringing your next experience abroad to life.
Yes, exactly. So if you're going to make any of these mistakes, we're going to make sure that you don't. So visit travelgoddessintl.com and we will get you set.
Always, because although we tell you not to make the mistakes, the reality of it is
you're going to forget.
And we kind of here to clean up your mess.
Yeah, you're going to forget. It's okay. We're here to remind you.
It's what we do. With that being said, it's time for the travel deal of the week.
Okay.
Travel deal of the week, you guys. Another 6-day, 5-night. I say another because if you were here last week, we did a 6-day, 5-night. 6 days and 5 nights in, we're going abroad, guys.
Keep it on theme.
Iceland. All right, now, early May. So we're already
a good time.
I know. I'm like, Europe in the May, spring time for me
sure.
is like where I thrive because the summer crowd's a little too much for you, girl. Anyways, early May with round-trip nonstop flights.
Ooh, nonstop is
Nonstop.
just always gets me.
Nonstop.
Especially Europe.
Nonstop. With Delta Airlines. All right, from JFK. 4-star hotel accommodations at City Center Hotel.
Okay.
All of that, $770 per person. I should specify that this is Reykjavik. So this is like Iceland. Reykjavik,
yes,
Iceland.
main,
yes.
Yeah.
So this hotel is right in the city.
Which we love.
Of Reykjavik, yes.
Get your Blue Lagoon on.
Exactly. Yep. $770 per person. 6 days and 5 nights in Iceland.
Wow, that's really
nonstop flights via Delta.
Delta flights gonna cost you that.
Yes, they are. They really are.
Yeah.
And your 5-night hotel stay.
That's really good.
It's really good, especially again, spring in Europe.
Yes, May. That's a good one.
It is. So
Iceland's on my list.
Iceland is a beautiful destination. And I think like it's great all year round, obviously, because you're going to get different things. You get northern lights in the fall, you get glaciers in the winter, but in the spring, you kind of get everything.
That's why I'm like, you get to enjoy it.
You do. And it has some beautiful waterfalls in Iceland. And obviously the Blue Lagoon is all year round. Like Iceland is an incredible destination. I can't wait to go back. Of course, this is an exclusive travel deal. So you already know our membership is required to access. So you can click the show notes or link in the show notes, I should say, to browse the details of the deal or to become a member and then browse the details of the deal. Either way, you need to be in Iceland in 2025, especially for 7-7.
Yes, that's a great price. Delta too, come on.
Yes, you get your carry-on, you know, your personal item, you get a TV on your seat, you'll be okay.
All the good things.
All the good things from Queen Delta.
Yes.
And with that being said, it's time to get brunchy.
Yes. Okay, I know y'all sick of me. This week's Brunch Abroad is back in DC. I promise I'm gonna mix it up. I promise. I love DC. Like maybe I was meant to be a little DC girl.
I think you would have definitely thrived as a DMV baddie.
As a DMV girl.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think so.
This week is also another really good deal. This is why it's always DC.
Because it just makes sense.
I can't make it up. Like you can't make this stuff up. So this place,
I forgot to tell them, TFS went to brunch in Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, and I meant to bring my camera. Honestly, when I left out, I was like, oh, we can make this like a little segment.
I would just like to know, I was underwhelmed.
Oh, well, never mind.
But it just goes to show why Brunch Abroad on this podcast is always exciting
really
to
worth
me.
mentioning. That's true.
Because I'm like, come on,
and it's bottomless, but it definitely hasn't made the list.
It was bottomless, which was cool. But
their little theme now is cute, though. I was going to send it to y'all. I'm like, maybe we'll try again when it's not like weird. It was weird. Okay, Ricky said I'm good. All right, well. Let's go. Let's move on to something that's better. We'll try this one. 𝗓𝒂𝒄𝒄 in DC. This is $49 per person, which we love a little under 50. I like that they still do 49 because it's like a mental thing.
It is a mental thing.
You know? Absolutely. And I appreciate that. Manipulate my mind a little. So $49 per person. Bottomless crab legs.
Oh,
this is for us. This is for us.
Oh, hold on. All right.
It's giving FUBU for us by us.
For us by us.
Bottomless crab legs, bottomless cornbread, bottomless bourbon.
What?
Wine and or craft beer.
What? This place was made for Team TFS.
$49.
Yo.
Bottomless cornbread is where they had me because I said that was random, but I like it. And that's how you know that cornbread probably really good because one piece of cornbread is always enough. But if it's bottomless, it's given this cornbread is real good. Can I have another piece? And I like that. And something about the cornbread and the bourbon kind of go together for me. And I'm like, yeah. And then the beer and the crab legs, it's cute. I like it. $49 per person. The gag is it's only Friday. So
that's great.
It's every Friday.
Honestly, because we love a good little weekday happy hour.
Every Friday.
Get in the car right now.
$49. I'm telling you. So that's what we talk about.
Oh my gosh. But
yeah, that's all right. Y'all ain't gonna. I told y'all you was gonna be mad at me. Y'all not gonna be mad at me. It was worth it. That was worth it. It was worth it. All right.
Bottomless crab legs.
It was the bottomless cornbread. Because bottomless crab legs I've heard of. The bottomless cornbread and bourbon I have never heard of. Unheard of. Like they snap with that.
What am I doing next?
They know they market.
They
know they market.
That gotta be on the Friday calendar before the month is over. I can't do next Friday, but we can do it one of these Fridays now.
That's a good one.
That is epic.
Every Friday at 𝗓𝒂𝒄𝒄.
We love to see it because we could do that and then go do a cute happy hour and then get back on the train and go home.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh. Right, on the train, sleep.
It's all good. That's what we.
That's a good one.
We came, we saw, we conquered.
That's a really good one though. Good. I mean, I don't know if it's considered brunch technically, but I think it was worth mentioning.
I feel like that's worth mentioning, and you never know. It could be considered brunch because people can travel all day.
That's like brunchy. I was like cornbread. That's sound like brunch. Hey y'all.
Hey y'all. Hey. We know you're enjoying the episode, but we just wanted to remind you to leave us reviews.
Yes, you guys are always telling us in our DMs, messaging us, letting us know how much you love the podcast. And we're like, we love the feedback, but let's get it on paper.
Please. And of course, if you have suggestions of topics or destinations that you'd like us to cover, shoot us a DM or send us an email.
Yes. Now let's get back into the episode.
I mean,
it's gonna probably cost more than the brunch.
Child, talk about it. But we had cornbread and when we went to cinema.
Exactly.
So cornbread's a brunchy-ish.
I told you they closed that.
You did, broke my heart. Last but not least. Dang, I'm so sad. I shouldn't have mentioned cinema again.
I know.
It's just so sad.
It was a great brunch experience. At least we got to try it.
At least we did. Yeah. Hopefully you guys did too, because that was way back when we did our Nashville episode. So hopefully y'all got to try it. Mm-hmm. Last but not least, question of the day. Question of the day, Jasmine. What travel mistake, since that's what we talked about today, are you guilty of making?
For sure, the shoes.
For sure.
I'm telling you, I just got a pair of travel sneakers in December.
She said, you will not catch me slipping again.
Yeah. And even then, I'm telling you, I messed up. I was like, oh, you got to wear socks with them. Like, I don't know. I'm not a sneaker girl.
Oh, no.
I am just a girl. My brain don't be working.
Did you get them from Morocco?
I got them from Morocco. Yeah. But yeah, so that has been a mistake. Even in Amsterdam, I still was like, oh, my feet hurt. Because there's so much walking. But yeah, just wear comfortable shoes.
So I will tell you.
Sacrifice the look.
For the recent trip to Turkey, I added the Dr. Scholl's insoles into
made a difference.
The travels. Made a huge difference.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the samba style ones, they're very cute, but they're still flat. Mm-hmm. Even though, it has a decent amount of sole, still very flat. So I was still finding that my legs, my knees, my ankles, it's still by the end of the day was like, girl, get off of me.
Yeah, that's smart.
So I added the Dr. Scholl's into this trip go round. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
I gotta get me
and feel a thing. So I can send you the link to the ones that I got. Mm-hmm. Highly recommend that. Otherwise, now I also understand why the European girls have them chunky behind sneakers, with the bigger sole and platform. Mm-hmm. It's a support thing. Because if I'm walking around all day on this cobblestone, I'm still going to feel the effects. So now I see why they have a platform.
And it makes
sneakers.
Walking more efficient. You're actually you're using your body more. Where I'm flat, it's like now my feet hurt.
Or my
dragging
knee,
myself
my leg.
around. Yeah,
it's a thing. My ankle, absolutely yes. I'd say mine, and I'm gonna keep doing it, but it is the one I've made.
Overpacking.
The oversized carry-on. Jeez Louise, but I can't help it. Yeah. It's either that or I'm checking a bag.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I'm always having to keep clothes, take it out, readjust. It's before I leave, because I'm I know I did a little too much, but I need all this stuff.
I need it. If I don't need it, at least I have it.
Yeah, that's true.
And I'm going to keep doing it. It is what it is. But I will say, the bag fees with the smaller European kind of airlines is nowhere near.
Oh, yeah.
What they hit you for
sure.
Over here. It was weird because, when I got on this one airline going into Turkey, they didn't charge me. But coming out of Cappadocia, they charged me. I was like, I literally just did this with the same amount of stuff to go off. Weird. All good. But, baby, when I looked at the transaction for the for the luggage to check it at the gate, it was $8.
Wow.
$8 USD. I said, okay, no worries.
Oh yeah, that's real good.
I'm all making us think about it.
Let me not. I be trying to give out hacks that's not legal, but I'm like, dang, $8
at the gate,
way cheaper
at the gate.
That's what I'm saying.
Think about it. Just saying.
Don't say I told you.
It wasn't 50.
Pay you a couple dollars.
Yeah. So I'm going to keep oversizing it because I have no choice. I just don't. But I will say it's not going to necessarily hit me over the head in expensive charges. Mm-hmm. That's my thing.
The cheaper option if you do have to get.
Yes, because baby, I need the carry-on. I need the biggest one because I got to go all the way around this globe.
Yeah, you be having a big one too.
I do. Oh God, it was rough this time around, but I made it. Which mistake are you guilty of? Drop it in the comments. Let us know. Or if there's one on this list that we didn't mention, let us know.
Right, that you often make or made before and was like, I will never make that again.
Never doing this again. Please let us know because we definitely could be missing something and we need to be prepared as well.
Clearly, all we think about is shoes.
And all of our mistakes have to do with the luggage. Like, what's in the luggage?
All I think about is the outfit.
Because, like, I'm just a girl trying to serve a mood.
Then I get there and be like, oh, I forgot all these things, but I got the outfits.
But my outfits.
That's my main thing. Tash be having everything. But I'd be like, wow, I really, like, my last trip, I didn't have no pajamas. I'd be like... But the looks ate.
They ate
okay.
Now.
But definitely had no pajamas. Sleeping in bodysuits and just still overpacked.
Girl.
So how was pajamas gonna fit?
Girl. Oh my gosh.
Sometimes you just gotta sacrifice.
Oh, I will say and I would love to do a poll on this. We should put it in the story. Like, what is the most common forgot item? Because I definitely think pajamas is high on the list.
Pajamas for sure.
And like, granted, I always pack my pajamas, but there are many
always
times.
say washcloth, but I think washcloth's one that's the top one for sure. But like pajamas, I always forget them. Like, who thinks about going to sleep? I'm going on vacation. I'm not thinking about sleeping. I'm thinking about how cute I'm gonna look when I go to the club.
Exactly, and I think that's why a lot of people forget the pajamas.
Never think
because
about
I
that.
almost always am like about to close the suitcase and be like, "Oh, the pajamas."
Yeah,
like it's always the last thought.
Last thought.
That's why now I'm like, I pull them out when I'm laying out all the clothes.
Yeah, I try to tie it in with like my underwear and toiletries and make it like the last thing.
Yes.
But it just always get forgotten.
I know.
So yeah, let us know what y'all be forgetting. Like, what is the one thing that you always forget?
And you be like,
or you gotta open a suitcase and put it in, or you get there and like, now I gotta buy it. Now I gotta go to Rite Aid and buy something.
Hopefully, because if it's Mexico,
yeah, depending on where you at. Yeah,
if it's the United States, it's barely a Rite Aid now.
It's definitely not one where things are free range.
But
you're definitely not going in and picking that night real quick.
We should definitely put that in the poll this week because I would be curious to know. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the episode on YouTube and listen wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at 𝗕𝗏𝒂𝒄𝒄. Like, comment, share with your friends.
And of course, if you have a product or a service that you would like to see featured on an upcoming episode of TFS, shoot your girls an email, info@𝗕𝗏𝒂𝒄𝒄.com.
Period.
And browse our
travel guides, which will keep you from making these mistakes because we'll kind of plan it for you.
Yes.
So yeah, visit all the travel guides. The links will be in the show notes. You can browse those and, pick out something, even if it's a random destination.
Yeah. Something that's on your bucket list and you just want to learn more about to make you or help you decide. The inspo is there always. Period. Lastly, leave us reviews.
Yes, please leave us reviews. Let us know how you like the episodes, what you want us to talk about, if it's helpful or not, if these things have been helpful, or we're just talking and you're just listening to us talk, because that's fine as well. But let us know. But don't transparently put that online. DM us that. But yes, leave us reviews.
We would love to have your feedback so that we can keep curating the episodes to your liking as we are now on the road to 100.
That's crazy.
Y'all, we actually need you to tell us what you want us to do.
Yeah, what should
the
we do
100th episode?
100. How do y'all want to celebrate?
How do you want to celebrate? Oh my goodness. Like,
that's crazy. I was thinking about that this morning and I'm like, it's happening.
It's happening. This is episode 92, babe.
So thanks for being here this far. And if not, go back and listen to all the episodes before we get to 100. See you soon. Meet you back here for 93.
That's an epic binge. But if you do it, let us know.
Us,
Let us know. We might have a little 1-2 for you because that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
Alrighty. I think that's us today.
All right. See y'all next week.
Dang. I'm always so sad to go. It's always so much fun. But we'll see you next time. Bye.